bringing news that matters to you. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition.
Welcome back. The month of April will be dedicated towards bringing awareness to environmental issues on Grand Bahama. A major focus will be a massive cleanup campaign. In this report, we hear from various organizations who are a part of this joint effort. The Keep Grand Bahama Clean Committee has joined forces with various agencies and organizations to launch Partners Against Litter, a campaign geared towards cleaning up the island. Chairperson of the Keep Grand Bahama Clean Committee, Nakira Wilshcombe, says the aim is to invoke a sense of pride within residents of Grand Bahama.
As we move and traverse our streets daily, we see litter adorning our streets, and that's something that we don't want to see in our country and not in our island. And we want everybody to get involved. Every resident has a role to play. You know, it's just not my responsibility, but it's our responsibility, an individual responsibility. We've started a campaign also just identifying this island as my Grand Bahama. And so that really takes a personal commitment to keeping it clean.
The Ministry for Grand Bahama is a key player in this initiative, Under Secretary Harcourt Brown.
The ministry pledges its continued support and its continued involvement to the extent that we are certainly able to ensure that the message gets out there. We had, I thought, a very, very successful preliminary meeting last week, and we got some very interesting information coming out of that meeting that we hope will act as a catalyst to propel this initiative even further.
Elaine Smith of the Ministry of Tourism says the island's #1 industry is adversely impacted by the issue of litter.
Each year, thousands of visitors travel to Grand Bahama Island to enjoy our natural environment. Unfortunately, there have been a number of reports from them speaking to the unclean state of our many beaches. It is incumbent that we do not all our power to ensure that our product is up to standard and that our guests have the best experience while visiting our shores.
Assistant Superintendent of Police Henry Roll warns that it is an offense to litter and dump indiscriminately under the environmental laws.
There is a penalty of $5,000 or 12 months imprisonment if you're caught. And however, we would like for the general public to assist us. If you see these matters occurring in your neighborhood or on the streets, let us know so that we can assist the environmental department in trying to resolve some of these issues.
Sabrina Brown, ZNS Network News. In other news, the Sir Charles Hayward Library doing its part to bring awareness about the importance of forests to our environment. During World Forestry Day last week, the library hosted some 100 students from various high schools throughout the island at a panel discussion, as this is a part of the BGCSE curriculum. The young people heard from a number of professionals from the industrial sites as well as University of the Bahamas on a variety of issues that impact our environment. Executive Director at the library, Geneva Rutherford.
We've had topics from the Nature Center. We've had topics discussing renewable energy. We've had now Dr. Moxley is addressing a key area on the environment, and we've also had Grand Bahama Power speak. I think we have a presenter from the Bahamas Oil Refining Company as well, but it's an area that, as we know in the Bahamas, based on our vulnerability to hurricanes and also based on the fact that our nation really needs to look at other sources of energy. This is really an attempt to open their minds to what is possible out there.
Coordinator Dr. Jonath Adden says 2 additional forestry meetings are planned for the island. Meanwhile, Senior Park Warden with the Bahamas National Trust, Ellsworth Ware, talks about the significance of the forest to the environment.
The second one will be held in West End at St. Michael's Catholic Church, and that is on the 29th of March. The third will be held at the Rand Nature Center on the 30th of March. and all of the meetings begin at 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. So we invite persons to hear about the forestry initiatives on Grand Bahama, about crown land, and other activities that the Forestry Department, out of the Ministry of the Environment and Housing, intends to promote within the Bahamas.
Basically, we're just trying to show the importance of forests in the Bahamas and how they can be used economically, how they can also be used medicinally, and also how we can use them properly so that we can have them around for a long time.
And once again, that forestry meeting on Grand Bahama will be held at the Rad Nature Center this evening. It's time now to ask the doctor.
Hi and welcome. I will conclude my special segments this week on kidney disease as we commemorate World Kidney Day on March 9th. Today I will focus on the stages of chronic kidney disease. There are 5 stages. To make it easier to understand, I like to refer to the amount the kidney function in terms of percentage. So for instance, in stage 1, which is the mildest stage, the kidneys are functioning at approximately 80 to 90%. In stage 4, however, which is a more advanced stage of kidney disease, they are functioning at about 20%. At this stage, kidney replacement therapy is discussed. End-stage kidney disease or kidney failure occurs when the kidneys are functioning around 10% or less, and at that time, one must be treated with dialysis or receive a kidney transplant. There are, however, several easy ways to reduce the risk of kidney disease. Just remember these golden rules. Keep fit and active. Keep good control of your blood sugar and blood pressure. Eat healthy and keep your weight in check. Maintain a healthy fluid intake. Do not smoke. And lastly, do not take over-the-counter medications such as ibuprofen on a regular basis. So please join in the fight to keep your kidneys healthy. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt, and this has been Ask the Doctor.
Don't go away. Sports is up next with Megan Shepherd.